everyone. Oh, this was the one I liked. Um, Happy Monday. I hope you guys are having a great Monday so far and a great start to your week. I won't be staying on for the entire hour, so I'm sorry for that. But I do have some jokes for you. I have several jokes from last week as well, too. So I've got a nice stack of jokes. And then talk a little bit about my trip. So thanks for being here. If you guys are interested in hanging out for a while, I'll be here. So thank you. Before we get into the dad jokes for the evening, I would like to say hello to everyone in the chat. So thanks for being here, guys. And I hope the music isn't too loud. I like having this in the background, just like lo-fi music, but let me know if it's too loud. Hi, CM Manny, welcome. Jason Udo, dad joke about vacations. Where do sharks go on vacation? Finland. Oh my gosh, you are hilarious. Where do crayons go on vacation? Colorado. I love it. I love when you guys send jokes. I have people that send me jokes like daily now, and it is fantastic. It truly makes my day. Hi, Christina. Hi, Jeanette. Jeanette says, don't quit your day job. I love it. Hi, Karen. Welcome. Hi, Laura. Christine. Dean Amazing. I'm also watching to make sure Steve and Sam don't drown in Epcot. Oh, I did see that it was raining, so I'm sorry for them. But they're at Disney, so rather get rained on at Disney than, not be at Disney. Hi, Chris. Welcome. Karina, welcome. Hi, Nick. Nick, have you watched The Batman yet? I'm sure you have, but I don't know if you've put out a review yet. Let me know. Hi, Tim. Welcome. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to catch up very quickly. Jesse, welcome. Fire away with your jokes. I have them. They're ready to go. Team Snag and Whiskers. Hi, Sean. Guys, Sean is so nice. He sends me messages like every day, seeing how I'm doing. It's so nice. Hi, JC. Welcome. The Order of Dylan. Hello. That's a really awesome name. And I could see in your little avatar person that you're on the dark side, just like me. So I love it. Thanks, Karen. These are new ears that are in my shop. Actually, the picture of them is with green ears, but they come with the option of green or pink ears. And I'm only one order away from 700 orders, so I'm very, very excited. So thank you, everyone who's ever purchased anything from my Etsy shop. Hi, Kate. Meg, you may need to send the Coast Guard out to save Steve and Sam. I don't have connections, but I'm sure that they'll be okay. Hey, Jake Grubbs, welcome. Let me see. Okay, I think I caught up to everyone. So we will get hi, Tina. Welcome. Mayor of Chickapin Hill, hello. We are jumping into the dad jokes for the evening. So if you guys ever have any jokes that you want to send along my way, I think everyone has like pretty much found out that I mostly answer on Instagram. So if you guys need to get in contact with me, Instagram is definitely the best way. The Academy is right near my sister up there. I don't live near your sister. I probably live at least a good hour away from her. Steve floats. He'll be okay. Well, he is wearing flip-flops and not slides. They're sandals or whatever he wears. They're not like, we're back to but sandals, they float. So he should be okay. This one's really bad. I don't even know how to say this one. I'll put it aside and then you guys can let me know. Some of them are just really bad. That other one could be like potentially offensive, but this one is just, I had a chip implanted in my body. So like I had to have this surgery and it was a Cool Ranch Dorito. It was a Cool Ranch Dorito. I just say it. Okay. I hate how funerals are always at 9 a.m. I'm just not really a morning person, so just wish that they were in the evening then, I got bored watching the Earth turn. Does anyone else just like sit there and like try and see how the Earth rotates, So after about 24 hours, I just called it a day because It was just too boring. Well, you don't get what one, Justin. Also, look at that little baby Yoda that Chris has. Can I also, like, is it too much of a spoiler to talk about anything? You guys know. If you know, you know. I was crying during those episodes. Anyway. Yeah, I got bored watching the Earth turn. Waited about 24 hours, called it a day. Doritos. I had a chip implanted into my body, right? But it was a Cool Ranch Dorito. But if I could have a chip implanted in my body, it would be the spicy sweet chili, the purple bag Doritos, because those are actually vegan, and those are, oh, don't you know the Earth is flat? Of course it is. Yeah, of course, obviously. I don't. Baby Yoda, Grogu. Yes. Thank you, Chris. Not sure if my sister Joy S knows any geography, but I'll ask her. Yeah, I think I did that one last week. I don't know if I could talk about it, Tim, because there's some people that still haven't seen it, but I finally finished it, so I'm not even gonna say what it is. Sometimes, like, you guys know that, like, when sometimes you just can't trust people, because there's people that don't like Star Wars or don't like Disney. But anyway, I do not trust the stairs. I also don't trust people. But I don't trust the stairs. They're always up to something. This next one, my dad read to me like 3 times because he thought it was hilarious. Here for a moment. Hello, welcome. So I broke up with my console. Now it's my Xbox. It wasn't anything personal. I just felt like it was time for a switch. So he thought that one was hilarious. So I'll read it one more time. Hi, Dean. Welcome. And down to no good. Exactly. They're always up to something and down to no good. But I broke up with my console and now it's my Xbox. It wasn't anything personal. I felt like it was time for a switch. A red and blue one, to be specific. I didn't need a new one. Hi, Debbie. Welcome. Do you guys ever go on eBay and search for things? I do that with pins, but I was looking the other day and I ended up buying a boat because it was for sale. Yeah. Video game jokes, yes. Speaking of eBay, do you guys ever, like, I swear, like, when Xbox time for a Switch, I know, right, Christina? But speaking of eBay, do you guys ever get down to, like, the last, like, minute of an auction and you're like, oh my gosh, like, your adrenaline's going because you're like, I might win this. But anyway, I became hooked on these auctions after only going once, going twice. Hi, Dean. Guys, Dean is the ultimate dad jokester. So Dean sends me jokes, like, every day, a couple times a day. They're fantastic. I asked, speaking of video game jokes, I did ask a Frenchman if he played video games. His answer was pretty insane. He just said, oui. Mm-hmm. Hi, Noah. Welcome. How was Rome split into 2? I love some good geography jokes, right? So how was Rome split into 2? With a pair of Caesars. I love any jokes about history and geography. And like the Alaska one, that was good. This is so silly. How many feet are in a yard? For all my sewers, for anyone that likes measuring, I really only talk about yards when it comes to sewing. So. But how many feet are in a yard? Depends on how many people are standing in it. I don't know. I like how Sean actually gave me the answer. Yes, that is the real answer. It's not how many people are standing on it. How does the moon cut his hair? Eclipse it. And then my dad also thought that this one was extra funny, along with the Xbox and the Switch one. I have a lot of unemployment jokes, but honestly, none of them work. So I'm just really bad at them. None of them work. So those were the dad jokes for the evening. I hope that you guys enjoyed them. Some of them are really good and really funny, and then some of them are absolutely horrible. Oh, Laura, I'm glad that you guys like them. It's pretty awesome when you guys like to laugh at my jokes. So, hold on. Yeah. So anyway, I know that you guys always come for the dad jokes, so I appreciate it. If you guys come in here and then leave, that's totally okay. Oh, hashtag almost. That's definitely a new hashtag for this channel specifically. So, anyway, thank you guys for listening to the jokes. I really appreciate it. I like to tell them, but I'm not very good at them. So honestly, I'm so glad, Laura. My grandpa is a really good storyteller, and anytime he tells me jokes, like sometimes I can't tell if they're jokes. Like he'll start a story and I'm like, is this real or not? Like, are you telling me something real? But he's such a good storyteller, so I feel like anytime I get to hear him tell jokes, it's like a gift. So if he has any good jokes, I'll definitely pass them along to everyone. But yes, I was in Walt Disney World last week. I can't believe. Hi, Jeff and Ange. I'm so bummed I missed Jeff and Angela. I was so close to seeing them, but I was gonna miss my flight. So I will see you guys next time. I'm very excited though, because I'll be back at some point, and I'm definitely going for marathon weekend. So we already have some plans. Oh, thanks, Debbie. You guys are the best. You're so nice. But yeah, I was in Walt Disney World last week, and I felt like actually I was still there like a week ago, but I feel like forever ago. You flew. Are your arms tired? You know what? It was a lot of miles for me. That was actually my workout. So you guys have been doing daily step challenges, but I've actually been doing daily flying challenges. So next time I'll just be able to fly to like New Zealand so I could see all the Lord of the Rings stuff again. So yeah, that's my goal. I know, right, Tim? I got to see Tim there. I got to see a lot of people, so that was very exciting. But I did get there. We flew in late on Friday night. It was very stressful getting out because we had like an ice storm like right before we were leaving. And I was like, great, of course this would happen. But I feel like that always happens on travel days. And it's like, let me just sprinkle a little bit extra pixie dust. And we were able to get out though, which was fantastic. And I didn't have any reservations for the park that night because we're getting in later, and we just stopped at the grocery store and like went to the hotel and just fell asleep. And then the next day, it was Saturday. That was the day that we saw Tim. I went to Hollywood Studios, and we spent most of the day at Hollywood Studios. Yeah, StreamYard's, Duck Labs, whatever you want to call it, does have background music now. I've been playing it for the last couple of weeks. I hope you guys have been liking it. I really like it because it makes me feel like I'm, I don't know, like at a coffee shop or something, and I'm just talking with friends, and that's what I'm doing on stream. So not that I drink coffee or ever go to coffee shops. I don't know why I said that, but those are the vibes that I get. But I digress. Hi, Amy. Welcome. I love seeing all these like little baby Yodas in the chat. I know. It's always so hard and sad. It's like the Disney blues. It is. It really is. And then I feel like it's so much harder to go back to real life, like going back to work and going back to like doing real things and not being at Disney is so much harder. I don't understand why. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to go back. I don't want to go back. I have like a slight crisis when I come back. I'm like, I don't want to go back to the real world yet. I'm not ready. But yeah, we spent some of the day at Hollywood Studios. We did, oh my gosh. I have never, Meg wants soy milk with her double chai latte. I have never had chai tea or anything like that. I've never had a latte. I always thought it was a pineapple, but now I see Baby Yoda. I can see that now, Jeanette. Oh, no worries, Teresa. Thanks for being here. My doctor told me to stop drinking. It's going to be a difficult change. I've been going to this doctor for 20 years. Yes. a trip withdrawal, definitely Anitra. It's so hard to come back. The cheesy ride with a bunch of baloney. Yeah. So hey, Alan, welcome. Hi, Nicole. Thanks for being here. So before I get specifically into, because I actually did get to see Tim later in the day, let me pull up my pictures too, because sometimes it helps me to remember specifically what I did that one day. But I remember, like, I tried to be as chill as I could be when I go to Disney, because I'm like, yeah. Like, I want to relax. Like, this is also a vacation. So, like, I don't want to like run around. Oh, hi, Rye Guy. This seems better. We're doing like chilled chai lattes here at a coffee shop with soy milk. So that was per Jason Udo. He came up with that idea. Also, I'm super bummed that I missed Rye Guy. I didn't get to see him. Our schedules didn't line up. But yes, the first day we went to Hollywood Studios and they had just brought back Sorcerer Mickey and Hollywood Mini. So I was like, I have to do that. So I took a couple pictures with Sorcerer Mickey, and I love that guy so much. If you guys don't know, he's like kind of I don't want to say like he's the logo of my channel, but I don't know. I'm wearing the Sorcerer Mickey hat, and I love Sorcerer Mickey. Hey, Captain Agron, hello, welcome. I know I've never ordered from Starbucks in my life either. Well, hold on. That's hard for many people to comprehend. I don't like coffee. Yeah, I've actually never had coffee, so I'm not supposed to have caffeine. So could you imagine if I had caffeine? Oh, thank you so much, Nicole. This vacation, I don't want to run around. Also, Meg, hey, let's go on a vacation. So let me separate those two thoughts, Justin. Okay. So most of the time, my most recent trips to Walt Disney World have been for running weekends. So can you imagine getting up at 2:00 in the morning on your vacation nearly every day that you're there? So I was like, let's not get up at 2:00 in the morning, even though it was a race weekend. I was so bummed I couldn't run though while I was there, because I was like, hi, Christine, welcome. Yes, Sorcerer Mickey is my favorite too. He's really amazing. But yes, marathon weekend, guys, I'm trying to get together a group of people to do the 5K. If you've never heard of Run Disney, you are missing out. But the Run Disney 5Ks, they have something called the Balloon Ladies, but the Balloon Ladies do not participate in the 5K. So you could really walk at your own pace, and you could still do all the fun things like take pictures and meet characters and all things like that. So I want to get a group of people together to do the 5K together, and then we can have one big group costume. And that's in January. The specific dates are out, and the signups are on April 19th for in-person racing. Hi, Donna. Donna, I hope you're feeling okay. We really miss you. I missed you this time. But yeah, I'm trying to get a group of people together to do the 5K. So I would really love for anyone to do that. But going back to Justin's point, I really wanted to relax on this trip. So it's like, let me relax and not do anything crazy, even though we still did like 12 miles every day. Hi, Emily, welcome. I may run 3 races. Someone is talking me into it. To be honest, though, my mom and I were definitely pressuring Tim. We're like, just do it. Just do it. And then I went up to Nate. I was like, Nate, you'll just do the half marathon too. He's like, yeah. So I'm just trying to I've actually somehow, I think I've convinced my dad to do the full marathon with me. I'm trying to get people to do one race with me. So I think my mom's going to do the half with me, and I think, fingers crossed, we're going to do my virtual princess half. My dad and I are going to do that next weekend. So he was like, that'll be a test run. He's done like 3 or 4 different half marathons with me, so I know he could do the half, but I'm like, please do the full marathon with me. Anyway, and we met Hollywood Mini too. Hi, Danny, welcome. And then we went to Potato Land. If you guys have not seen Vacation Fun, the short, that is one of my favorite things to do in Hollywood Studios. I probably will do the half, just saying. So if you guys are gonna run, you have to train too. So I'm just gonna throw that out there. If you're interested in running, we could definitely do a virtual training together, because I did that with some of my friends for the November races 2 years ago now. I still need to do that virtual half, but we could, Yeah, so I was gonna do it 2 weekends ago, but then we found out that we were going to Disney, and then I was like, oh, I have to make up so much time for things that I'm gonna be gone for. And then, 20 days till I go to Disney. That's amazing, Danny. I hope you have the best trip ever. Oh my gosh, and Emily's family just got back from Disney too. Oh, they got to take a picture with Nate. They got to take a picture with Joey. Nice. I don't think I have any like specific. Oh no, we did get a picture with Nate and Tim and my mom, and we were doing Ratatouille. We were like, oh, yeah, I don't feel like I haven't been taking that many pictures. Wait, okay, so I'm seeing the new Batman movie tomorrow, so no one spoil anything. But I am doing my virtual half, or my virtual races, because I signed up to do the challenge next weekend. And then, Alan, thank you so much. That's so kind of you. If you guys are new to the channel, or you're just curious what that green thing is there in the chat there, I have some membership that we do paint nights, and actually because I was gone when we normally do paint nights, and then I ended up working late on Friday, we're gonna do paint night this Friday, and then we're gonna do it again at the end of March. So you guys are gonna get 2 paint nights. So thank you for your patience. I really appreciate it. And oh my gosh, I totally forgot about the giveaway. So we'll have to do the giveaway next week. Someone needs to remind me. Tim, I'll let you remind me because you're good at reminding me of things. And then we saw the Beauty and the Beast show again. And the Beauty and the Beast show is so good, but it's so funny right now. Because at the end, no one can dance or be close to each other. So at the end, they just go like, and the whole day, my mom and I were just like, we'd like reach our hands out to each other and we'd be like, it's so funny to me. It's hilarious. Yes, it's not awkward. It's just funny because I'm like, they're supposed to be dancing and not like reaching out their hands. It's just funny. And then, yes, you'll have to remind me like at the end of the week. Batman really is Bruce Wayne. Oh my goodness. I had no idea. I'm very excited. I've already talked to Chris about it. Chris said that I was going to like it. And that's what's important. He said that Christopher Nolan's movies look like a fairy tale now. So I'm really excited to see it. I have been saying since they cast Robert Pattinson that he's going to be a fantastic Batman. So I'm really excited. And I think Zoe Kravitz is going to be an amazing Catwoman. So, Beast, you are a human prince and I love you. It's like, Belle, it's me. It's just so funny. But then we ended up meeting with Tim, and we did a couple different rides, but it was so crowded. I've never seen Disney this crowded, and I've been to Disney a lot. I have never, ever seen it this crowded. I don't even know why it was this crowded, but every wait time was like at least 2 hours. Even it's me, Mario. Hi, Wendy B. I think even Star Tours was like a 90-minute wait. I'm like, why is this happening? Happy he gets to show off his acting skills. Yes, 100%. Belle, it's me. Oh, that's what we were saying. Any tips to get a lightning lane for Rise of the Resistance? Do I have to wake up super early? There's probably other people in here that have gotten passes, lightning lanes for the Rise of the Resistance. I have not. We did Genie Plus or Disney Genie Plus or whatever they call it, Genie Plus, one of the days, and we tested it out. I have love-hate relationship with that. Like, there's some things that I liked about it, and there's some things that I absolutely hate about it. So I have a lot of mixed feelings. I'm actually thinking, like, maybe another week I'll do a whole stream about Genie Plus now that I've actually like experienced it. Yeah, it was so crowded. I have no idea why it was so crowded. Wendy, I think as long, like, we kept telling ourselves, like, we're just here and we're enjoying it. Like, no matter where we went, and there were tons of people. And to be honest too, I have really bad like crowd anxiety. So a lot of times I was just like, I have to move. And Justin, hold on. I'm going to find it because I was like, oh my gosh, Justin loves this bench. So I was like, I have to take a picture of this bench to prove that I was there. And I was very excited about it. But anyway, we were just not doing very much. And so I had never done Lightning McQueen's. Yeah, it's crowded all the time. That's what all the cast members said, Donna. All of the team members we went to Universal Studios one day to do Mardi Gras. They were like, I have no idea why it's so crowded. Everything is so crowded. Is Sam here? Sam, I hope that you stayed a little bit dry. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so it was just so crowded. I have no idea why it was so crowded. I forget what I was saying. It was probably important, but maybe not that important because I forgot. But I was talking about how we went to Lightning McQueen because I had never done that before, and it was like a 10-minute wait. I'm like, we'll just try that because every other thing is 2 hours long. I'm not gonna wait for it. And so, where is that bench? Can you show it again? Yes, I can show it again. And Justin, actually, I'll bring it up again because you can actually meet characters over there too. It is right behind the castle. And so if you're walking over to the bridge over towards Liberty Square from the hub area, you go across the bridge and then you have that walkway up to the castle towards the right, as you're walking past the Sleepy Hollow thing and the quick service. And then it's just to the left, like before you even go past, there's the Cinderella fountain and you have the little water fountains around it. It's just to the left of that. I am talking about the Lightning McQueen show. Ka-chow. Thank you, Justin. I'm going to give a warning for anyone else who has not experienced that. I had to close my eyes like literally the entire time because it made me feel so sick, and you're not even moving. Like you're just sitting on a bench, but they have big screens of like you're pretending. Oh, I hope it didn't lag. Sometimes it happens. Yes. So if you're motion sick or if you get sick from screens, do not experience Lightning McQueen because it's horrible. Yeah, I know where that bench is. I spent some time talking to Cinderella stepsisters. Yes. So Anastasia was actually telling me a lot of cat jokes. It's actually in Nate's video from, I don't know, sometime last week. It's whenever we went to Magic Kingdom. Because that's when we met them and they were so funny and it was a good video. So go check it out. Anyway, lots of people canceled trips and are now going to Disney. Yeah, I also might think we met a lot of people too that are homeschooled and that their family, all of them work from home. So I think part of it's like this virtual renaissance, I'm gonna say, of that. Like people they don't need to be places physically. I mean, I wish that were the case for me. I like have to be in for work, but a lot of people are working from home and their children are being homeschooled or schooling virtually. So they just have the option to go anytime they want. Yeah, Ratatouille, the first time I went on Ratatouille, I was really, really, really sick. And then I wanted to try it again just in case it was like just the day of. So I was more prepared the second time going in. So I know that they say not to close your eyes on those rides, but I like know now. Same thing with Mickey's PhilharMagic. We got to see the new one for the first time with Coco, and I have to close my eyes for about half of that video too because I just get really, really sick. Yes, her favorite day is Cat Day. She wanted to marry my son when he was 3 on Cat Day. They're so funny. And she was like, oh my gosh, your hair, we're like twins. And she's like, but I'm the better looking twins. Yeah, Tim, I actually enjoyed it. I wasn't sick when we went on it the other day. Oh, you guys are so funny. Thanks for bringing that video up. Yeah, they were so funny. Tina, you're amazing. Oh my gosh, Tina's amazing. Any word when Expedition Everest is going to reopen? I don't know. That's also one of the rides I do not ride. I'm so sorry. I'm a good person to watch if you get really easily sick going to Disney. So I can't ride Expedition Everest anymore. I absolutely cannot. A lot of the rides I can't ride anymore, but sometimes I'm like suck it up, suck it up. And then other times I'm like, I cannot, absolutely cannot. It's just gonna ruin my entire day. Yes, everyone's amazing. Thanks, Nick. Avery, hello. But anyway, that night, the first night, we ended up seeing Epcot Forever. Joy is painting right now. I just want to tell you. Awesome. Thanks, Justin, for letting me know. Please tell Joy to send me a picture of her painting if she feels comfortable. Yes, Expedition Everest is super rough when it goes backwards. I cannot. But we ended up seeing Epcot Forever. We went on Ratatouille that night, and we went on Ratatouille with Tim and Nate and my mom, and then we met this really funny lady in line because Tim, I don't know if you remember, when Nate first came up to us, he was like, "Do I smell like fish? Do I smell like seafood?" And I'm like, "Oh, Harmonious. It was Harmonious, not Epcot Forever. Sorry, I only saw that show once." But he was like, "I just came from Cape May's Cafe," and everyone's correcting me. Thanks for correcting me. It was Harmonious. I did see Epcot Forever once in person, and it was with a group of people too. But anyway, I was like, "No, I don't smell seafood at all." And he was like, "Good," because like it was in his video too, where he went to Cape May Cafe, I think, or Epcot, or I don't remember what video it was, but he was like rubbing cologne strips all over himself, and it was so funny because I was like, we do the same thing in Norway. We're like going through the gift shop, and we'll just like spray. I don't know if anyone else does that, but we're always in Norway for the perfume because I love the smell of Norway. Anyway, we were like, "Nate, you go in the front because you'll get like good footage for the video." And then the lady was alone. She was a single rider, and she was like, "Wow, you guys don't want to go anywhere near him?" And I was like, "Yeah, like he smells like seafood." It was just really funny. Anyway, the lady ended up sitting with Nate. It was nice. The perfume department of Macy's is right. Yes, I agree. At least Norway only smells like the one smell. They were running empty trains on Everest when I was there in mid-February. It was kind of weird to see it running but not hear the screaming. Yeah. Layla, yes, it smells so good. But we ended up seeing Harmonious. I had only seen it once. Yeah, the cologne strip samples. Yeah, it was funny. Because I was like, oh my gosh, we do the same thing. There's so many little nuances that people do that I'm like, oh my gosh, like other people do that. It was funny. But I had only seen Harmonious one other time, and it was actually with some of my friends. Jeff and Angela were there. Nate was there. Billy, Tracy, and Kenzie were there. Oh my gosh, yes, the Bath and Body Works. I have to avoid that store too because it makes me nauseous. I just try and avoid a lot of scents, but the Norway one is good. I actually got my mom a candle of it. But that night when we were watching Harmonious for the first time, Nate and Jeff just like laid in the middle of the walkway, and it was so funny. But anyway, I didn't have the best view when I was watching Harmonious for the first time, and so Nate was like, "Oh my gosh, we have the best view. Let's go to the Rose and Crown if it's open, just for like the side view." And so we were able to go there, and we saw it there, and it was an amazing view. So maybe I'm not supposed to mention this because we were like, "Shh, don't tell everyone." But I trust you guys. So if you guys ever go, try to go into kind of over where the fish and chips are, and then go down that little walkway, and then you could kind of like sneak in right next to the dining area. Yeah, it was amazing. All this talk about Epcot makes me so hyped for my trip. Yes, I'm so excited for you, Danny. That's amazing. Yeah, it's all of those stores with all the scents. So honestly, Avery, I liked Harmonious even better than, he did put it in the video. Okay. I liked Harmonious even better than I did the first time. And I did really like it the first time, but I had a better appreciation for the projections and everything that was being played on the taco barges, because I didn't really get to see them the first time. But then I also really, sometimes I feel like I need a second time to like process it. So I actually really, really liked it the second time. And it was probably because of the spot too. It was like literally the perfect spot to watch it. And there was no one in front of me. And there was one of those cannons that went right off the side. But I love the part with Tiana, and I love the Hercules part. So those are amazing. And I just think it's a really well done show. I don't have the same nostalgia for like Illuminations or anything like that a lot of other people do. So I don't mind Harmonious. I actually really like it. I watched Enchantment for the second time as well, because I try to avoid them on streams because I haven't had the chance to really experience them. So I try not to ruin the experience by watching the streams or watching videos of it, because I like to be like present there in person. And so, yeah, I've only seen Harmonious now twice, and I've seen Enchantment twice. I still like, we watched Enchantment that was Monday night, from the Polynesian, because I had never been to the Polynesian. I'm like really skipping around. I'm sorry, guys. But I had never been to the Polynesian. I had never been to Ohana's. And so you guys saw some of that. It was really amazing. Yes, all of the firework fallout just like got in my eye too. I like Harmonious, but I also want to be directly under the speaker for it. Yeah. Hope to meet some YouTubers when I'm there. Would love to meet you. Oh, that's so nice. I won't be there, unfortunately, but you could probably meet Nate and maybe Tim. What's actually really funny is I've been watching the Tim Tracker for a long time. Like, I didn't know that there was like a Disney YouTube community actually. And I started watching him before they had annual passes to Disney. And so I really liked their Universal Studios content, because like no one else was posting videos about it. And that's like what I wanted to watch. And I've never seen him in the parks, but like obviously everyone was there at the first day of the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival. So we actually saw him like walking around twice, and my mom was like, oh, that is the Tim Tracker. And my mom doesn't know like anyone on YouTube. So she was like, that is the guy that had the mustache. So I feel really bad. Like I try not to like bother people. So like I was just like, oh, there he is, cool. And then we left. I actually ran into Walt 3 times randomly that day, so that was pretty cool too. But I'll wait to get to that, because that was my last day. And we were only there for a couple hours at Epcot. But yes, the first day we did Hollywood Studios in Epcot. We saw Harmonious. We did the Rose and Crown, and it was amazing. And then we just kind of like hung out for a while, like 45 minutes, and just like chatted while everyone else left. And then we went home. And then the next day we had plans to go to Magic Kingdom, but I was like, yeah, I don't know if we're going to do that this morning. And so we ended up going. We were going to meet my cousin. She ran over Walt 3 times a day. I did, actually. Yeah. I ran into Walt. 2 of them were joke times. I'll have to explain it. Nate's video over River Rapids cracks me up. When he gets wet, I die laughing. Oh, yeah, Nate's a funny guy. He's really funny. Yeah, so we were going to meet my cousin at Universal Studios, and so we went over there. We did some rides. I have such a soft spot in my heart for Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. I feel like that's what I remember growing up doing. I'm on the younger side of my family, so most of my extended family is older than me. I have older siblings, so they always wanted to do thrill rides, and so I just went along with the experience. And until I was old enough and tall enough to ride the rides, we would just like take pictures and do all this stuff. And it was a lot of like reminiscing. And so I really love going to Universal Studios. And E.T. is my favorite ride, and they finally brought back E.T. saying the names, but he missed my name because he went he said my name before I got there. So I was really bummed. Have a great night, Danny. Thanks for being here. I hope that you have a great day at work tomorrow. But anyway, we did a lot of fun stuff at Universal Studios. We actually ran into Sam and into Nick and Genevieve, and it was fun to see all of them. We were trying so hard to get onto the Mardi Gras floats, and I kept trying, but we weren't able to get onto the Mardi Gras floats. So goodbye, Megan. That's like exactly what he sounds like. Goodbye, friend. I love E.T. I know some people hate E.T., but I love E.T., and that's my favorite ride at Universal Studios. It's super outdated, but I love it. It's amazing. It's super nostalgic for me. Yeah, I didn't even get to watch Nick's stream, so I'll have to go back and watch it, because we were at Magic Kingdom. That was the day that we went to Magic Kingdom. But yeah, we ended up participating in the crowd for Mardi Gras and the parade. Will there be vlogs? That's a great question. So this was actually the first trip that I didn't bring my camera. I brought my camera with me pretty much every trip for the last like 5 or 6 years. And so I just was like, I'm just not going to bring it. So I took some nice video on my phone for TikTok, but I was like, I really like, this was supposed to be a vacation. Like I am always so torn between taking videos and because I want to remember my trips and have great memories and everything like that. But I'm like, I want to be there. I want to be present in the moment. So I did not take any video for this specific trip, but I'm hoping when I go back, for January, at least, there will be more vlogs for Disney parks. So I'm sorry if anyone was expecting lots of vlogs. I'm sorry. Yeah. But we ended up catching beads. We gave all of our beads to these little kids next to us. They were so cute. But it was a fun day getting to hang out with my family and my mom and my cousin. And then the next day we went to Hollywood Studios again. And it was just as crowded the first day. I forgot to say the first day that we were there, all the rides like broke down like all at once. So like 2 or 3 rides were down like all at the same time. And the same thing happened that day. So after we went on like 2 or 3 rides, I was like, okay, I'm all set here. Like I don't need to stay here. Even though I love being at Hollywood Studios, like I literally could just hang out in Galaxy's Edge all day. I have a feeling that I will probably be back before January as well, Tim, but I don't know. I don't want to jinx anything because honestly, this trip we booked a week and a half before. Don't forget snack and food details. So that day we ate at ABC Commissary. I'm also one of the worst people so not only do I not ride all the rides, but I also have a restricted diet. No one wants to hear what I have to say about food. Because Disney is also very expensive, and typically, like, we went to Publix and we got a loaf of bread and peanut butter, and we ate peanut butter sandwiches every day. So we tend to bring snacks with us, and we tend to bring food with us, but we did eat, like I said, we ate at Ohana's. We ate for Universal Studios, we ate at the NBC Today Cafe, I think, right in the beginning of the park, because like that's all that was open. Universal Studios is the weirdest about food and restaurants because they close super early and I don't understand it at all. Like if the park is open till 8 or 9 o'clock, why are your restaurants closing at 6? I don't know. But we ate there because it was quick and that's where the parade was. So I was like, that's fine. And for anyone that also struggles with like being in the park all day, like sometimes I just have to sit down and like not move, because I will like literally like fall if I'm up for too long. So if I'm not moving, at least if I'm just stationary, peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, I could eat peanut butter every single day. Thank goodness I'm not allergic to it. That would be horrible. Because that's like a staple that I have like pretty much every day. But yeah, at that point in the day, I was like, I just need to sit and like be away from people and eat. That's me like pretty much every night. Like stay away from me. Like let me just eat food and like sit down. So that's kind of how it was for a lot of the evenings, like just relaxing and letting my body rest. Yeah, the only meals that we really ate out we ate at Tony's one time too, our last day at Magic Kingdom. So the only 2 meals that we had like out were Ohana's and Tony's. So yeah, all the other days we were just like eating peanut butter sandwiches and like things from Publix. Publix is the best. Yeah, I love Publix. Publix is like the second amusement park that we get to go to. We go to Disney, we go to Universal Studios, we go to Publix. So it's the triangle of Orlando. Yes. So anyway, we were like, we're all done with Hollywood Studios for that day. I ate at Epcot too. What did I eat at Epcot? Oh, I ate at Sunshine Seasons. Right. Thanks, Tim. I totally forgot about that. I was like, what? did I eat? I forget. Tony's is okay. I'm honestly like, don't get mad at me, and no one in here. I honestly don't like Disney food that much. I like Dole Whip and I like pretzels. I love soft pretzels. But the thing is that for someone that has more of a restricted diet, like I eat plant-based. I'm a vegan, so I can't eat everything, but there's usually like one thing on the menu that I can eat, and it's like pretty much like all the same like everywhere. And so I get really bored eating that because I don't eat that way at home, and like I don't want an Impossible Burger every meal every day, like I just don't want that. Or like I'm not like a super huge fan of like fake meat either, and that's like most of the Disney meals. They're okay. Like I would just prefer to eat something else. So sorry, I know that's not a good opinion for everyone. Yeah, thanks, Tim. Yeah, I'm not looking at my phone. So yeah, I'm sorry. I'm like such a letdown when it comes to food, but at least I can be honest. I think about the price that the Disney food is, and I'm like, I could buy a pin for this. I think everyone has their priorities, like I don't drink, I don't eat in the park, primarily, unless it's something special, unless we're doing something really special. There were a couple things that we were like almost going to book. Like we were going to do, there was the storybook dining with Snow White, and I almost booked that for my mom and my mom and me, because we love Snow White and the Evil Queen is there. But I was talking to Nate. I'm like, I want to meet the characters. I want to get like real pictures with them. Like, I don't want to like stand like 6 feet from them and get pictures that way. Like, I don't want to pay $150 to do that for 2 people and then like eat mediocre food, Yeah. So I feel like maybe I'm picky when it comes to food, because like everything that we make at home is handmade and from scratch, and like maybe I'm just really spoiled that that's how we cook. So I don't know. I understand that I have a bunch of food allergies, so it's difficult. Yeah, I mean, I think Disney has done an amazing job at making it more friendly to people with allergies, because it didn't used to be that way. Like there was literally like absolutely nothing for me to eat, because I've been eating this way for 10 years, or longer than 10 years. Oh my gosh, like 12 years. That's bananas to me. Literally bananas. Yeah, so I think they've been doing a really good job at incorporating new things, but it's just not how I typically like to eat or how I like to spend money. I'd rather spend money on something else and just like eat peanut butter sandwiches. So like I said, we all have our priorities, and some people's priority is eating Disney food. Like that's totally fine. If that's what you like to do on vacation, then you do that. Like you do you. I like to do weird things on my Disney vacations too, like ride Living with the Land like 7 times. So who doesn't like to do that? But anyway, when we left Hollywood Studios, we're like, we got to go to Magic Kingdom, because Magic Kingdom is my favorite park. I was like, one day is not enough. So we had to go there. And that's when we ended up meeting up with Nate again. And we did lots of fun things. Most of it's in the video. So if you want to watch that, like that's what we did. I got Galactic Hero. They made me say the pledge. It was very exciting. They made a huge deal about it. And I got a button. Because Nate and I were having a competition. He always beats me at Midway Mania, and I'm pretty good at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger spin. So I can eat anything and don't get the food obsessions either. You can get most of that food anywhere. Yeah, and I think a lot of it's like, I don't know, it's not worth the price to me. I'm like, I'd rather get something else, or like I'd rather save that. A lot of our perspective is I'd rather save that for another trip. So for most of my life, I've only stayed on property, I think 3 times, just because it was always so much more expensive for my family. My family is a family of 6, and growing up, it was very expensive for us to go. Like, just like it is now, it's even more expensive, and it just didn't make any sense. And so we would get a cheaper hotel, and we'd have a kitchen and we'd cook there. And that's typically what we do when we go there. Except during the race weekend, we did that in November. We stayed on property and we just did everything from on property, because they still had the Magical Express. And then the buses take you to and from the races. But typically we get a hotel or a condo off property with a kitchen, and we just cook we cook dinner there, we eat breakfast there, and then we'll bring like a peanut butter sandwich out. It just saves a lot of money. I agree with the food thing. I would rather bring my own food and spend the money I saved on merch. Yeah, like merch, another Disney trip. So that's the way that we justify it. But like I said, it's your money. So if you enjoy getting Disney food, like sometimes I like to get a pretzel or a Dole Whip, and I'll split it with my mom. Like we'll just split it in half, and then we can enjoy those things, but not spend like $100 on food, you know. So I hate spending that much money on food. It's because I'm not as passionate about it as everyone else. I'm like, this tastes fine. And I have like a really super sensitive stomach too, so I get nauseous over a lot of stuff. So a lot of times after eating theme park food, I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to go on any rides now. So, but anyway, we did a lot of fun stuff at Magic Kingdom. Then we ended up going to the Polynesian. Oh, thanks, Tim. Yeah, that's pretty much like what we did. The rest of the afternoon is in Nate's video. But then we went to the Polynesian, and I had never been to the Polynesian. We kept getting lost because it was dark and I had never been there. And then we ate at Ohana's, which you guys kind of saw last week. But it was really, really awesome. Like I said, I'd never been there. It was beautiful. The next day we went to the Grand Floridian because we were like looking around in the store, and my mom saw something that she liked, and they were like, oh, we don't have any more of this in this size, so you'll have to go like somewhere else. And she's like, where do I have to go? And so they were like, it's at the Grand Floridian. And we're like, we've never been to the Grand Floridian before. I know, I feel like I'm such a bad Disney fan. We went to the Contemporary once with Corey and Haley. And then we just went to the Polynesian, and then we went to the Grand Floridian. So we were ticking off all the Disney resorts, and it was a lot of fun just to get to walk around and see the resorts. And then finally we went to the Flower and Garden Festival. We saw the opening of the Flower and Garden Festival. It was really wonderful. I bumped into Walt, like I said, 3 times. He said like the nicest thing. We were in Morocco, and just walking around, and he was like, I thought I had seen all the princesses today, but I guess I must have missed one. It was so nice. And then we met Francisco, who's a chatter here on YouTube, and so many of the chats, you guys probably know Francisco, and he was celebrating his birthday, but I got to hang out with Walt for just a little bit. And then later on, I like jokingly like found him again, and I tapped him on the other shoulder and then like hid as if like it wasn't me. And then he did the same thing to me when he found me one more time. Hey, Kit, welcome. We got to see Nate one more time before we left. And then I'm trying to think if we saw anyone else that day. There were so many people that were just there like getting content, and you know, I totally understand that, but we were just there to like enjoy the flowers. We went to the who did he miss? Was it your mom? What did I say? Oh, it's starting to rain like really hard outside. I don't remember what I was saying, Justin. I totally get that, and we often stay in villas to prepare our own food. I'm excited about some of the festival food though. Yes. I have to say, we weren't going to eat at the festival this time because knowing it was opening day, I was like, I'm not going to wait 30 minutes in line to get something that's like an appetizer, you know? So once again, we brought our peanut butter sandwiches. But I would highly recommend the Korean short ribs, the Impossible Korean short ribs. Oh, hey, look, it's Nate. Hey, friends. I'm sure Nate would agree he ate them too, but I had them 2 years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. They were fantastic. The Impossible Korean short ribs. Yeah. Maybe I had them last year. I must have had them last year because I don't think they were around 2 years ago. They used to have the Impossible slider, but that's at Trowel and Trellis. So if you guys want to try that, I would recommend that. There was another thing. I had like a cake last year, or like some cake thing. So that was really yummy. But yeah, those are the only foods that I think I've tried from. They used to have these Greek nachos, and like, what happened to them? Because they were like these like plant-based sausage crumbles with like plant-based feta cheese on pita chips, and it was so good. And then they took them away. Like, what happened to them? So Disney, if you could bring those back, that'd be really great. But yeah, that was our last day, and then we had to run out to go home. I didn't want to go home. Yeah, so hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll be back soon. I have no idea when. But we only booked that trip like a week and a half before we left. So You never know what's going to happen, but we're going to be there in January of 2023. Thanks, Nick. I hope you have a great night. I can't wait to hear all about the Batman. I'm like really waiting for the review. I'm going to see the Batman tomorrow. So if anyone else has not seen it yet or has seen it, if you've seen it, talk to me after tomorrow, after like 9:30. Because this is a long movie. It's like 3 hours. And 9:30 is like my bedtime. So thank you guys so much for being here. Hold on, let me pull up this. Yes. Okay. Hold on. Yes, we're gonna do, if you guys are interested in doing the 5K as a group in January, let me know. Or if you're interested in literally any race, I'd be happy to talk to anyone about any race. We'll chat tomorrow. Awesome. Yeah. After 9:30, because that's probably when I'll get out of the movie theater. But if you are specifically interested, if you're not someone that's like, oh, I can do a 10K or a half or the full, the 5K is a great starter race, and it's really, really fun because the balloon ladies are not in that race. So you can just have fun and you can just enjoy Run Disney and the characters. Yes, Tim, thank you. I was just going to pull that up. And wait, I get so confused on this. So I did see this person in here earlier, and I don't know if they're still here, but I'm so excited because like this person is amazing. This person is incredible. Like one of the first people that I met in this Disney community, and like I can't speak more highly of this person in particular. Meg's magical group. No, we would just be no. We could be the Run Disnerds. So that's probably taken. But this person in particular is just such an inspiration. The way that he continues to work and dedicates so much time to this community and to us, to people that live stream. I'm just so honored to know him and get to call him a friend. And so we are painting this week. Yes, we're painting on Friday. But this person is Dean from the Live Place. If you guys don't know the Live Place, Dean runs the entire Live Place. Like there's like almost 200 live streamers, like live streaming channels on the liveplace.com. And hey, Denise, welcome. He's amazing. He's such an incredible, inspirational person. And like I said, I'm so lucky to know him and so honored to know him. He's just such a great guy. And honestly, like if you don't know Dean, he has the Life Place and he has Dreamers Empire. So if you see him come in here as Dreamers Empire, that's Dean, or the Live Place, that's Dean. He's like one of the people that helps keep the magic alive for all of us. I feel like he's such a huge part of why live streaming is such a big thing now, especially here in the Disney community. So yeah, Dean, thank you so much for all that you do. You're incredible. You guys know Dean. He's amazing. So thank you, Dean, for all that you do. I always say it's always in my description for every single live stream. Please go check out theliveplace.com. And dreamersempire.com. There's live streams every night. It's like the TV guide for live streamers, family-friendly live streamers. Just what an incredible community that he has brought together. Like he is the reason that I started live streaming. 100%, 1000%. He was like, do you want to start streaming on Mondays? I don't have anyone streaming on Mondays yet. I'm like, why not? And so I started streaming on Mondays. And he's the reason that we're still here today. Oh, I missed it. Oh, bummer. I see the gears turning in my head. I started YouTube over 4 years ago. That's bananas. So maybe we'll have to do a little celebration, not next week, but like another day, because it was in February sometime. Like my first video was talking about Disney pins, of course. So thank you all for being here. Thanks, Denise. Like I said, these ears are now on my Etsy shop. I'm very excited about them. So they're like a pink bow and then a green bow. So thank you. I'm very excited about my Etsy shop. So thank you guys so much for all that you do. Thank you to everyone watching. Thanks, Avery. And here we are still. Yeah, we're still live streaming. I did move to Wednesdays for quite a little bit of time because I had class on Monday nights, like till late. Thank you. You guys are so nice. But then I went back to Mondays. So on that note, thank you guys. I was like, I'm not going to stream the whole hour, but here I am. It's 10 o'clock. Thank you guys. Have a wonderful evening. I will see you all next week. I probably am going to have a video coming out this week just because I finally got my ears from Year of the Ear. So anyway, be on the lookout for that. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.